Hello, and welcome to this special episode, brought to you by the feared and famous 77th Brigade. In today's episode, we take a look at a few videos that have been posted to Telegram by a well-known, propaganda-pushing conspiracy channel that goes by the name of Hat's Truth. The first video we are going to take a look at is of ants circling an iPhone, which was posted with the caption, "The ants can sense the radiation."
See the ant change when the phone rings.
The 5G is controlling their mind, MK Ultra.
The overlords are going to fry our brains.
This video is a computer-generated video, and the clues are there in plain sight. Clue 1 is that the circling ants are running through each other. Slowing the video down and zooming in, we can see that the ants go stray through each other. This would not happen if these ants were real, but will happen with a computer-generated overlay. The second clue is there is one ant on the phone. This ant is real and is at least a third of the size of the ants that are circling the phone. But just to confirm my finding, I did a bit of research on the origins of this video and found out that it was created 8 years ago by a YouTuber called Viral Video Lab, and their video was titled "Ants Circling My Phone, iPhone Ant Control, Ameisen umkreisen iPhone." The video has over 5 million views, and the description reads, "This video was filmed August 30th, 2015 on my front porch. An iPhone was placed in the center of approximately 300 ants. No animals were injured in the experiment. I don't know the reason why the ants controlled by the smartphone. I also don't know if a smartphone is able to cause injury because of electromagnetic radiation. Can a smartphone cause injury to a human?" There are also some links to Wikipedia pages. One about ants, one about electromagnetic radiation, one about dipole antennas, and one about smartphones. This video and its description were created to deceive people who lack critical thinking, but he has left just enough to set people on the hunt down the conspiracy theory rabbit hole. Looking at other videos that the Viral Video Lab have made, we can see that this video creator has made a lot of video with Adobe After Effects, with videos titled "GMO Tomato Swims Like a Fish in My Salad," where they have made slices of tomato look like they are wriggling. "Something crashed into the moon," where they have created a video of a large object crashing into the moon with a massive explosion, and the video is dated 20th of August 2023. While there was a lot of activity around the moon on them dates, with Russia's Luna 25 probe crashing on the moon on August 19th, and asteroid 2023Q are on the 20th of August 2023 getting rather close to the Earth. There is no information from any news outlets or any reputable sources about any explosion on the moon on August the 20th, 2023. The next video we will look at is titled "Moon Hit by Unknown Object." This is a daytime video of the moon with a large explosion and a massive mushroom cloud. As we can see, the Viral Video Lab create videos with special effects that coincide with current events and trends, and as their banner says, too impossible to be real. The second video we are going to take a look at, that was posted by Hat's Truth, is a video made by someone who is pushing fear surrounding that chemical that's essential to all life,
do a
water.
Test electrocoagulation with tap water. We've got smart water made by Coca-Cola. Evian. And distilled water. Straight from the distiller, distilled last night.
Distilled water that came straight from his water distiller. Remember this because it will play a big part in debunking this fear-mongering nonsense a bit later into this video.
This is the electrocoagulation apparatus. You see the bubbling start straight away.
The device that this individual has just placed into the glasses of water is a cheap device that can be brought online for around 10 to 20 pounds. It's a simple device that has a cathode and an anode. The anode is the negative or reducing electrode that releases electrons to the external circuit and oxidizes during an electrochemical reaction. The cathode is the positive or oxidizing electrode that acquires electrons from the external circuit and is reduced during the electrochemical reaction.
This is breaking the electrical bonds between the substances in the water. It's going to reveal them and tell us more about the water. We've done a pH test and a ppm test on all waters. So we've got pH of the tap water 7.4, the smart water 7.2, the Evans 7.4, and the distilled water 7.1.
So this individual has done a pH test on all his water samples. A pH test strip is a strip of litmus paper with which you can measure the pH value of a liquid. The substance in the paper causes the paper to show a different color at different acidities. The official pH scale is from 0 to 14, where 0 is very acidic and 14 very alkaline. This individual has got his result and has stated the tap water has a pH of 7.4. His smart water has a pH level of 7.2. His sample of Evian bottled ware has a pH level of 7.4. And his sample of distilled water has a pH level 7.1. On the 0 to 14 pH scale, 7 is considered neutral or pH balanced. All of this individual's water samples had a pH around 7, a neutral level, nothing suspicious, or out of the ordinary so far.
And the ppm, parts per million, tap water 276, smart water 225, Evian 265, and the distilled water 002. It's usually 000, but it picks up carbon dioxide as soon as it comes into the jug, and it absorbs it. So as you can see, the smart water is getting really dark, the tap water's also getting very murky. And as we can see, these diseases.
This individual who thinks he is now a scientist, after his home experiment, is either very misled or is creating this video with the knowledge that it will cause fear, and most likely the purchase of a water distiller through an affiliate link. Now let's break down this home water testing experiment and show in layman's terms exactly what's going on. The first 3 samples of water were tap water, a bottled Smart Mineral Water, and bottled Evian Mineral Water. Now the clue is in the names. These samples all contained minerals, which make the water into an electrolyte, meaning it can conduct electrical current from the anode to the cathode. During this process of pushing an electrical current through the water, it oxidizes the minerals, which turn the water a dark color due to a chemical reaction. The sample of distilled water remains clear. It had the same device in the water as the other samples with a cathode and an anode, and was supplied with the same electrical current. So why did it remain clear? There is a very simple explanation. The distilled water that this individual made overnight in his water distiller has stripped all the minerals and microorganisms from the water, meaning it has no contaminants in it, meaning the water is no longer an electrolyte and can no longer conduct electricity, so no chemical reaction can take place between the anode and cathode on the water testing device. The tap water is not bad for you. Neither is the bottled mineral water, and the dark overlords are not killing us all with our water. But bottled water is a total rip-off and is not worth the money people pay out for it. The next video we are going to take a look at is a video of someone with magnets sticking to their forehead.
Bueno, estamos con una persona inoculada. Recuerden ustedes que el magnetismo ya pasó del brazo a la cabeza. Tiene ahora 5 imanes de neodimio porque no tengo más en casa. Evidentemente los imanes Los cogemos, esto no tiene ningún tipo de pegamento, como dice la boticaria García, que tendrá que responder ante un tribunal por las barbaridades que está diciendo. Muevo esto la cabeza.
This person who has magnets sticking to their forehead think that they have became magnetic after the jab. This is total nonsense. They are sticking to his skin because of a waxy substance on the surface of skin called sebum, which is made up of fatty acids, squalene, and other lipids. This video also shows us that this conspiracy theory is not just a UK thing. We have had plenty of people in the UK convincing people they have become magnetic, and that entitles them to an £120,000 payout from the government. And to get help, they can sign up with a monthly fee to Save Us Now, which is a political party ran by Britain's most ludicrous conspiracy theorists, Mark Steele.
Right, this is Charlotte. This proves that you've been shipped with a nanomaterial antenna. You can claim up to 120 grand compensation, alright? You were given no informed consent. They didn't tell you what was in those files. No. And we've done it that way, so thanks for doing the video.
Yeah, no worries. So how do I get this money? Is it me who gets the money if
what
I've
you've
been
got
shipped?
to do... Right, this is Leroy. This proves you've been shipped with a nanomaterial antenna. You were given no informed consent of what was in those files. Watch out. This proves that he's been injected with the nanomaterial antenna. Didn't get his name. And there's a lot going on, guys. We've got a lot of people. MDJ's here, I'm here. So there's a lot of people. Everybody's crying now. Yeah, I know. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it?
None of these people are magnetic. But this simple trick of a magnet sticking to skin and the thought of £120,000 was enough to make people sign up to Mark Steele's political party? Grifters gonna grift, and Mark Steele is the biggest grifter of them all. And while we're on to the subject of the fake weapons expert Mark Steele, over 1 year ago Mark Steele was offered a challenge by a YouTuber called Arthur Brotleibe.
So, it would seem Mark Steele is at it again with this device, the Leaf Node from Limac. So, I have a proposition for Mark Steele. If you can take this to a recognised UK limited company who test radio devices, transceivers, receivers, or electronics, say a BSI recognised test house, or even one that deals with FCC clients, etc., etc. If you can take this to an approved test house and they can examine what is stored on the EEPROM and also get that capacitor to discharge all its stored electrons out of that antenna, I will give you £10,000 in cash.
Say that again.
Get that capacitor to discharge all its stored electrons out of that antenna, I will give you £10,000 in cash. 10 grand in cash, recorded delivery with a money courier to your address. And not only that, because I know how expensive a BSI recognised test house can be, I will cover the costs of the testing of that unit.
Right, so that we can really smash these complete, what I call them, know-it-alls, ignorant know-it-alls and don't know a weapon when they see one, like I do, right, know-it-alls.
Arthur Brotleibe put this challenge to Mark Steele, the fake 5G weapons expert, back on the 9th of June 2022, that was 16 months ago. That's a year and 4 months, and the so-called weapon experts has failed in collecting his £10,000 prize. That's because Mark Steele is a fantasist. That can't back up his claims, but will play on people's fears and lack of critical thinking and the ability to research to scam. people in signing up to his political party, Grifters Gonna Grift. Now we come to our final video posted by Hat's Truth.
Alright, we are now in developer mode, and we're going to do the Bluetooth challenge. We're at a public restaurant with a whole bunch of people.
So now we're going to go to Bluetooth.
We're going to go to Bluetooth.
Just hold it down.
Hold down Bluetooth. And then to see
Scan.
devices.
Hit scan.
Scan. Hit scan, and let's see if anything comes up.
Oh, first I turn on
the
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth on.
There you go. Now I'm going to hit scan.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at them all. Holy shit.
This is another video that's been created to cause fear in those who lacked critical thinking and technical knowledge, and is related in a way to the silly magnets sticking to skin videos. These people convince the gullible that the jabbed are emitting a Bluetooth MAC address, but in reality they have just entered into developer mode and have set their device into scanning mode. The MAC addresses they are picking up will not be listed on a vendor's list. This does not mean that people now have Bluetooth MAC addresses. These random MAC addresses are just MAC address, LE privacy. Instead of sending a single unique hardware MAC address during the unencrypted advertising process, you replace it with randomly generated ones that make each device look like lots of different ones, so as to preserve its anonymity. This is just a security feature for Bluetooth that is designed to stop hackers gaining access to devices with a static device MAC address, and has nothing to do with micro antennas in the jab sending out MAC addresses. Now this concludes this episode looking at the kind of videos that Hat's Truth posts to cause fear in those who lack critical thinking and the ability to do simple research. Take care, keep safe, and be careful what you share online.